Welcome everybody to another episode of Luan Luan Lai.
What is up?
Luan Luan Lai. Did you like my jingle?
I love it.
You
I
love
think
it?
everyone else who's listening would also love it. That's for sure.
In case you didn't know, the Luan Luan Lai jingle changes every episode.
Yeah, so you gotta listen to us every episode to catch that new, fresh jingle.
And if you catch all 100 of them, you can form the new puzzle in our brand new sticker book. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
We should start, yeah.
Paste the jingle in the book. However you do that is up to you.
Yes.
But the picture will, something should appear lah.
Yes.
At the end. Most
Sure.
probably it's going to be disappointment. Alright.
So sad, but yeah.
Maybe Josh, you want to let us know what are we talking about today?
Alright, sure. So today we are talking about, so we put out our Instagram story recently about how, about ideas that, people might have
Yeah.
of what we could talk about. And so one of them was about TikTok, alright? And so we thought, it would be fun to talk about it. It's a phenomenon that's, taken the world by storm.
Yep.
And what's also very...
Taken the world by storm.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. Made many mouths to talk.
A lot.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
and what's very often linked to TikTok is also is Gen Z, right? Generation
Right.
Z, which is anyone who's born after 1996.
Oh, I always thought Gen Z was the generation of zombies or zombies.
Zombies, yeah. Well, I mean,
close.
most of those who are born after 96 are zombies because
Did turn into them.
because they're just on their phones all the time.
Yeah. So Z actually makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's a perfect name. Okay.
Yeah, and so TikTok. Honestly, I myself don't use TikTok that much.
Neither do I.
Yeah, it's just like, to me, it's just like another social media platform that I don't want to get on. I already have Instagram.
20 of them.
Yeah, just like the select few. I'm
Yeah.
happy with it. I guess because I guess we are millennials lah, so
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
comfortable with our set of Instagram, our
Yeah.
set of social media platforms.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah.
thought it'd be fun to talk about TikTok and Gen Z.
Yeah.
And so, if you're listening to us now and you don't know what TikTok is, fret not, because here I am about to explain it.
Yes.
So TikTok is, it's a social media platform.
It's the sound made by the hands of the clock.
Exactly.
and
And the social media platform. Then, it's lets people create content that are about like 15 seconds long, and I think you can go longer now. But 15 seconds, which is basically the attention span of most people right now.
Yeah,
Right, 15
definitely,
seconds. And based on research, 60% of TikTok users are actually people from Generation Z. So people born after 1996.
60%.
Yeah. I was reading up on Generation Z, and you know how every generation there's a very defining characteristic.
Yeah.
So for Gen Z, what's one thing that kind of defines the generation is everyone is very, because they're so information is so accessible to them.
Yeah.
For people like us, right, where we grew up, technology was still opening up. We didn't have handphones when we were 10 years old, right? And the internet age was kind of just taking off.
Yeah.
But compared to now, where information is so accessible, a lot of them are very aware of, I guess, what goes around in the world.
Yeah, like current affairs.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, a lot of them value the expression of individual truth.
Okay, something like postmodernism.
Yeah, in a way, right?
Right.
So they get to see so many different worldviews.
Yeah.
To the point where they decide for them what's the worldview they want to have, and that's their truth, lah. You very often hear this term going on around now about how I'm living out my truth, right?
Yeah.
And so they value individual identities, and they reject stereotypes, lah. So which is why it's even more common now that a lot of these people from Gen Z are very I guess that the more negative connotation would be like social justice warriors, SJWs, right? Where they push for they're against racism.
Yeah.
They're against injustice in the world.
Yeah.
Because they do value that. They do value different worldviews, and all of them And it's a good thing, right? They
Yeah.
all think that different values should be equal and
Mhm.
celebrated the same, right?
Mm.
Yeah, and so
And
yeah,
although social justice, being a warrior for social justice isn't necessarily a bad thing.
yeah,
right?
it's good, yeah.
So it's not. Is it meant to be a derogatory term usually?
Well, SJWs often the term is often used in a bad way because
Okay.
it's used to describe people who
like
are
extreme in
like,
the way
yeah,
they
extreme and are like keyboard warriors,
Right,
people
right.
who just
like
comment
activists.
and activists,
Right, right, right.
And people who are sometimes a little bit too extreme, like you said.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the
Fair.
whole, social justice definitely is important.
Yeah. for sure.
And yeah, so because of these values, the way TikTok is designed, right, it's so easy to post original content.
Mhm.
So which means that it's very easy for you to express yourself. It's very attractive to Gen
Yeah.
Z because here's a platform where I can very easily create engaging content
Yeah.
that a lot of people can see. have you watched any TikTok content, Shawn?
I have actually. There was once where I downloaded TikTok because of all the hype,
Yeah.
and then I was just watching, and of course, having no, I don't know if they had any information or data with which they curate the videos when
Yeah.
you first start.
Yeah.
So it seems like I just kept getting all these dancing videos and like all kinds of dancing. I mean, regular dancing, also like hand dancing.
Yeah.
Then for all they're doing gang signs and like it's a secret message, being broadcasted.
Yeah. Illuminati maybe.
Yeah. And then so quite cool some of them, but I felt like it wasn't really for me because I think the content, I don't know, maybe it's because I haven't delved deep enough or used enough for it to curate content that I consider valuable.
Yeah.
And so within a day or two of trying it out,
You gave up.
yeah, I gave up. I deleted it because like everything was just dancing videos,
Yeah.
and I'm not really interested. So I don't even know how to register my interest.
Right.
Like liking it. Do they like?
Yeah, you
can
you
like
can
stuff?
like it.
Okay, yeah. I didn't really engage with it.
Right.
So maybe that's why they didn't have much info on what I liked.
I see.
Yeah. So that's my limited.
The power of TikTok is that even if you don't like it, right, just by how long you look at the video, it already tells it something.
Oh, okay,
of,
okay,
of
okay.
how much you like it.
So that makes it easier
which
for
just makes
them
it-
to tell. lah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe if you use it like just one more day, you might get curated.
Yeah, I might get actually one curated post and
Yeah.
then stuck on.
Yeah.
But alas,
We'll never know.
they were 1 day late.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too bad, huh? Too bad
Yeah.
for TikTok. They lost
20
one
minutes-
potential.
20 minutes too late.
Yeah.
Yeah. 24 hours. Or 25 minutes too late.
Yeah.
In this case, 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yes.
24
Yeah, but-
hours too late. Yeah.
You're talking about girls dancing and all that, right?
Yeah,
Which is,
yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking about. So I use TikTok for a bit as well, but my wife uses TikTok quite a bit lah. I think she likes
So
it.
you use it a bit, she uses it quite a bit. So
Yeah.
who more?
She uses it a lot more.
Oh, okay. Funny how a
Yeah.
bit and quite a bit
Yeah,
sounds just one word difference.
yeah,
But one is like
different.
vastly
Yeah.
different in meaning.
The power of language, man.
Well, the power of the word quite.
Yes.
You're quite nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also a very different meaning.
Oh, quite nice.
You're
ah.
quite nice.
You are nice.
You are,
Yeah.
yeah. So I know my wife uses TikTok
Yeah.
at night when she's about to sleep because it's in a way quite brainless and you just
Yeah.
scroll, right?
Right.
So looking at the content she sees, I realized that there's only so much types of content you can find on TikTok.
Okay.
Okay, so the most
Like,
common one, like you
A
said,
few
right?
categories.
Yeah,
you mean.
categories.
Yeah. Okay.
So the most common one, like you said, right, is girls dancing to some songs.
Yeah, and they often dance to the same songs.
Yeah.
Or something
Like
like
whatever's
that.
trending lah, they'll dance to it.
Yeah.
Right.
And the same dance.
Yeah.
Right.
Same dance or they'll lip sync or whatever. But
lip sync
yeah, the lip sync.
as a form of dance? Or like while
They were
dancing?
dancing. Yeah, while dancing.
Okay.
But the content that I've seen so far, unfortunately for me, better say that because my wife's listening, is that it's very like sexual,
Okay.
right? It's very provocative, and I mean, looking at these girls, right? I think they're what, 16, 17
they look
years
very
old,
young.
very young.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is probably like the uncle in me lah, that's like offended or what. But
Yeah.
it's just, to me, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like if I had a daughter at 16 who was dancing like that on TikTok, I mean, I would not know what to feel lah.
Yeah, like maybe attracting the wrong kind of attention.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
It could be. And of course, in this day and age where you can be tracked very easily. Maybe
Yeah.
not the best to have it online.
Online,
I
yeah.
don't know. If
Yeah.
someone takes an interest and they're like an expert hacker or whatever,
Yeah,
they can probably locate you and
yeah, definitely.
obtain you
And-
if they're rich enough.
Yeah, and TikTok, the privacy policy is quite alarming. I won't go into it, but it's quite
Right.
it's quite scary.
It's very liberal.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So
Oh.
the next kind of video that I also realize
Yeah.
and see is actually it's also dancing,
Okay.
but it's an actual dancer dancing really well in a non-sexual way lah.
Okay, so,
So they are
proper,
really cool.
proper dancing videos.
Yeah, and like really cool moves like like what do you call it, break dancing and stuff.
Right.
So that's the cool ones that I've seen.
That one legit. They're not amateurs lah.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't. Maybe they're amateurs, but they don't dance.
And they dance properly lah.
They dance properly lah.
dance properly,
Yeah.
that's right.
Right.
And then the other videos where people are showing off their skill, so they'll
Right.
take a video, maybe of them like drawing a really photorealistic drawing,
Right.
and then they apply a filter, they apply like a song, because
Okay.
on TikTok you can add songs to
Okay.
any videos, right? And then just people showing off their skill lah.
Right.
So I thought that's pretty cool. I mean, that's quite interesting.
You mean so skill mostly related to art, like a visual type?
Yeah,
of-
could be art, could be. I think there's one of like a guy building a tree house, or
Oh, okay.
just people doing stuff
Just
lah.
random skills. lah.
Yeah, random things, right?
How fast you can pluck out tissue, that kind.
Yeah, probably that's also
maybe
gonna be
that's one.
yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
how much knot you can dig out in one
Yeah,
shot?
yeah. you should try that.
Yeah, I think I'm quite good.
And then there's also like prank videos, a ton of prank
Oh,
videos,
okay.
which I kind of like lah. I think it's
Yeah,
quite
because they're funny. They're usually funny.
Where I know there's one where people they put a wireless speaker in the cupboard, and then as their partner is going to the cupboard or near the cupboard to grab a dish or grab a cup, and then they'll play like some voice speaking on the speaker, and then they get shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love that one. It's quite funny.
Oh, that you mean even this one type of prank you just described, it trends.
Yeah, it trends. Like a lot of people do
Right.
it.
As
Right.
soon as someone does it and there seems to be success, people jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
Right. So there are many such pranks. Not
Yeah.
just that. lah.
Yeah, and the thing about TikTok is, and why there's so much content, I think it's because most of it they're just doing like TikTok challenges or
Yeah.
where like someone does it and then they do it
Yeah.
and then it gets trending.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing it, right? So maybe actually there's not a lot of unique content.
Okay.
There's a lot of videos, but maybe like there's like maybe 10,000 of the same kind of
Yeah.
challenge or
Yeah.
prank or
Right.
whatever.
For example, this particular dance challenge.
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah. Right.
Right,
So
right,
that's
right.
why there's a lot of content, but maybe not. It's not rich.
It's not
content,
rich. Yeah.
Right.
There's a prank that I think some TikTokers should try that I heard of. It's where you go to someone's home. I mean, obviously they're your friend. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's not you.
Not a stranger.
Don't burgle. Yeah, don't break into someone's home. But go to someone's home, friendly or whatever. And then you go use the toilet, and then you bring with you some like Jello powder,
Okay.
like Jello, and then just pour it into the toilet bowl.
Oh no.
Make sure it's clear.
Right.
So by the end, it hardens, and then you know how Jello powder when you pour it into water, it becomes jelly.
Yeah.
So then the entire toilet bowl water becomes jelly,
Right.
clear Jello,
Yeah.
clear jelly, and then but of course it looks like regular water.
Yeah.
And then the next time whoever
Oh,
goes to
dear.
the toilet, it's just gonna splat
Oh
everywhere.
my god. Okay, that is a prank.
Should try that, and
Yes.
then but the problem is very hard to video the effect.
Yeah.
But you can video the person's like
on the audio,
Yeah.
right? Like
like whatever, right?
Yeah,
Especially if his own if it's his own home
right.
and his own toilet.
Yeah.
So okay, I don't know how they're gonna clean that out. I don't know. The video that I
Yeah.
watched, I don't know how they clean
But
that
Jello
out.
should be quite easy to like scrape off or
Yeah, but it's
but
full of pee right now at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or worse. I mean,
Or worse, yeah. Oh,
Yikes.
if they took a poop,
Oh.
how to
man.
scoop? Oh, you need some kind of speed. But
Okay.
anyway, try that out.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Let's
a
see
trend
that.
that I would want to do, but I would be so sad if someone did it to my
Yeah.
So,
So-
maybe I won't do it lah.
So I think if you want to do a prank, I think it's good to ask yourself like, would you be somewhat okay if someone did it to you?
Yeah. The golden
Yeah.
rule lah. Do unto
correct.
others.
Do unto
right?
others. Yeah,
What
prank
you want
unto
others.
others the way you want them to prank
Prank
unto you.
you. Yeah. It's a good
So,
nugget of wisdom.
Yeah,
right
let me
there.
know if you see that one.
Yeah.
Or if Don sees it on her
On TikTok.
TikTok. Yeah.
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 So and then there's one more video which actually I think it's one of the better things that come out of TikTok
Okay.
is the more informational video. So there's like how to's,
Like hacks and stuff.
hacks, recipes. My wife learned how to creatively fold her towels. So it's much neater now on TikTok. So I thought, hey, that's a good thing.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's one thing that I thought.
In 15 seconds, they can convey that message. Wow.
Because it's like cut.
Right.
It's the pre, it's very fast.
And you can just repeat it anyway. Okay.
Yeah. So that one I thought, that's really good. 15 seconds is and I mean and since there are so many young kids on TikTok, it's good that they learn something as well.
Yeah.
And I just realized I sound very uncle.
Yeah.
Just by saying that.
But that is presuming that they get curated that kind of videos.
That's true.
If all they know is the sexually provocative dance challenges, then sorry lah.
Yeah.
Don't know how lah.
Yeah, man.
No way.
Well,
all these youngster lah.
young punk.
Young punk. Nothing better to do. Back in our day, where got this kind of TikTok? Only got Tok Kok.
Yeah. Which is also what we're doing now.
Yeah. And it was Sleep Talk.
TikTok, yeah.
I do that quite a lot also.
Yeah, me too. I think my wife can watch for that. So talking about how back in our day we didn't have all this. So the average Gen Zer, right? They get their first phone at age 10.
Oh,
what were you doing at age 10?
Age 10, primary 4.
Yes.
I was okay, maybe this is not really related, but I didn't do my homework for an entire year. I don't know how it took my my teacher only like almost a year to find it out, but she found out towards the end lah. Thank God. So I missed actually like 9-10 months worth of homework.
So for 1 whole year, this is what Chinese homework.
This is
Chinese homework. Okay,
Yeah.
so for 1 whole year, you didn't
I didn't submit anything.
Did you know that you had homework to do?
Yes.
But you just
But the fact that I got away with it for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
it was just reinforcing your behavior.
Yeah, correct. It's like, I think I'm good. Maybe my name is missing from the nominal role.
Right.
Or whatever. At the time they used nominal role, right?
Yeah.
This kind of, they didn't use like Excel. I mean, maybe it was Excel, but it was printed out.
Yeah.
So having gotten away with it like that for 6 months, I thought, okay lah, I'm good lah. I'm safe for the year. And of course, on year 10, they had to find out and then rang up my parents. And I went home for a thrashing lah. So that was what was going on with primary 4. I didn't even touch a phone. I didn't even have pages and things like that.
Do you remember when you got your first phone?
When I was 12, and it was obviously not a smartphone because that was the year 2000. Yeah, I got like some Philips phone. You need to pull out the antenna type. Yeah.
So you were primary 6 when that happened, when you got your first phone.
Yeah, and it was only so that my parents can call me when I'm at tuition. Yeah. So that's the only and that's the only use of the phone.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if it had texts. I don't think there was a phone that could. At that time, that phone couldn't text it.
Really? Okay, so just purely for calls.
It's just calling.
Interesting.
Something like that.
Okay.
So that was what I was doing at primary 4.
At age 10?
Phoneless.
Phoneless
at primary 4. Sounds like a good newspaper article. Phoneless at primary 4.
So, At primary 4, what was I doing, man? I was also I got my phone. Actually, I might have got my phone at primary 4. So.
Oh yeah, but you're much younger than me.
Yeah.
5 years, right?
Yeah.
5 years younger.
And so which is why, I guess as time goes by, they get younger, right? When they get their phones.
So you're actually like quite close to the Gen Z average.
Yeah, I guess. But I guess what's different, like, I guess, is the access to information that they now have at age 10 versus
right.
when we got our phones for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, at my time, I could text lah.
Okay. You already had a textable phone.
Yeah. But there was no internet on it, and we couldn't search anything online. Except at home. So
so SMS calls.
Could play Snake on the.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it was a Nokia.
It was a Nokia 3310 or something.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
So,
did you get good at Snake?
Yeah, quite good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only game to play.
So you really honed your skills.
I was a good sneaker.
But you also eat snake.
假装.
Yeah.
假装 means what? It means slack
it means
off, right?
Skype, like
slack,
Slack, not like kind of illicitly, well, not illicit, not illegal. What's that word? Against the rules, lah. You're not
Right.
supposed to,
But you.
but you do
Right,
that kind of thing.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Whatever
Illegal,
that
yeah.
word is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways,
Okay. Yeah. So so Gen Z, right? I think what's interesting, what I found interesting as well, looking at TikTok, reading comments and Twitter,
yeah.
is the slangs that they use, lah. The vocabulary that they use.
That's one of the defining factors of their
Of
time.
that
as well,
time
right?
as well,
Yeah.
which also defines us, lah. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we have
like
our own slang.
LOL and lamau and stuff like that.
Ruffle, lemmerfowl,
Yeah, right. Which were
Yeah,
our
yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
For Gen Z, they have their own vocabulary.
Mhm.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a word,
Okay.
and then you got to guess what you think that word means,
Bring it on.
and then use it in a sentence.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Before I
challenge.
explain to you, tell you the meaning.
Very challenging.
Okay. So the first word is
Mm.
Gucci.
Gucci. My guess is that is what you say when you tickle someone. Gucci, Gucci, goo. Okay.
Was that your answer?
No. Maybe something like cool or something like that. Or that dance was so Gucci or something like that. Yeah, that would be my guess.
Okay.
That would be my guess.
Very close. Very close. Yeah.
Okay.
The Gucci is it's like fancy or fashionable.
Oh, okay. So
Or
with
like-
regards to like trendy
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Like
okay.
oh dude, your shoes are Gucci, man.
Oh.
Something like that. Like. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. If I'm
So-
not, please tell me.
Yeah, because even you are like doing it for guesswork, right? By guesswork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I have like on my laptop now like the definitions of the word, but whether
Right.
I'm using it correctly is also
Yeah. It's
also
questionable.
could be wrong.
But isn't that fantastic branding? Like,
Yeah.
do you think someone from Gucci, like a marketing guy, kind of leaked into the Urban Dictionary?
Could be.
You know, Gucci is now the word for fancy, fashionable, and because of that, people started using it in that meaning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe.
You know, as opposed to like, oh, that's so Prada, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, this
like,
is Fendi, man.
yeah, you're so fancy, you're so Balenciaga, man.
Yeah.
Okay. It's getting-
Balenciaga a bit of a mouthful.
yeah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Yeah,
Right?
Gucci.
Balenciaga, yeah. So
Gucci is cool.
Gucci, yeah.
Maybe it's
Okay.
from I'm guessing it's from like a song or a rap song
Oh, yeah.
that where this could come from.
It's-
I don't know.
It's possible that, I don't know, Gucci had some product placement
Yeah.
for lyrics.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
like put our song in its lyric, we give 500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's possible,
not
right?
impossible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
I wouldn't doubt
Very
it.
likely,
I wouldn't
yeah.
be surprised, yeah. Okay.
All right. So our next word is simp.
SIMP.
Yeah. Simp.
Simple.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is The Simpsons. See, obviously, different era.
Different era. Yeah.
I don't even know if Gen Z people watch The Simpsons.
I don't think so. Simpsons still going on now. I think.
It
Like,
is?
Yeah, like
Oh,
20
okay.
over years. I think.
Well, it is a fantastic series.
Yeah. love The Simpsons?
I simply love The Simpsons.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, simp. My guess is that it means like it's an abbreviation of simple. Like that's totally simp, dude. Let's simp. Let me show you how. You know that kind of thing.
Alright.
That would be my guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
Okay. Fair enough.
Good attempt. Good attempt.
But there we are.
Okay, so a simp is a noun. A noun.
Okay.
So a simp is someone who is trying too hard and doing too much for someone that they like, and it's usually like it's more of a negative
Wow.
connotation now.
Yeah.
So like for example, if you're chasing a girl,
Yeah.
and you like your head's over heels over her,
Yeah.
and you go you're like super outlandish, but the girl doesn't like you back, but
Uh-huh.
you still do it.
Yeah.
So then people will call you a simp for her.
Oh.
So like maybe
Okay.
I have a crush on Beyonce, right? And
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, I'm a simp for Beyonce.
Oh, okay.
Something like that. Yeah.
Wow. And how did that even originate?
I don't know.
Like I would think it came from some kind of word. That's what I thought about. Okay, it sounds like an abbreviation or something, right? Like,
Yeah.
But I guess it's not that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's comes from simpleton.
Or maybe it comes from sympathy. Like I have so much sympathy for you
Right.
that I'm head over heels
Yeah.
for you.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm looking up online.
Yeah.
It's It's used when someone is very excessive in attention towards someone else, in order to win their attention or pursue a sexual relationship. Yeah. So if you are like, I think it's kind of like when you're just saying like someone's trying too hard.
Yeah.
Right. Then the guy's a simp. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Interesting, right? Okay.
Simple. Okay.
Next word. The next word is sus.
SUSS.
SUS.
Sus. Is when the third is suspended to the fourth. So instead of playing root third fifth, you play root fourth fifth.
Music joke.
Okay, music joke. Suspender, suspense, sassy.
Do people still drink sassy?
Okay, can you give me a clue? Like, is it a verb? Is it an adjective?
A sus is
A noun?
something you say, so it's more
It's
of
an exclamation.
exclamation.
Like an expression.
Yeah.
Oh, sus.
Actually, no. Sorry.
No.
Let me rephrase that. Sus is like it's short form of something.
Okay.
And you use it to describe a person or situation.
Okay. So it's like an adjective, like that's very sus. Okay, I think I would say suspicious. Like that guy looks super sus to me.
Nice.
That's correct.
Yeah, good job.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's what it means.
Not so uncle after all.
You win
Not
10
so
points.
After all.
Yeah. So like, so how it came from the game Among Us. Have you?
Oh yes.
So when because like the game, there's one guy that's the bad guy, right? And so if teammates see this bad guy,
suspicious.
acting weird, and then they just put sus like,
Right.
Yeah, so that's how it came out.
Right. I've always found that game interesting in that what kind of telltale signs do you expose yourself with, in the fact that like, okay, if you're playing like Mafia or real life, like Polar Bear, that kind of game, then you can kind of see, okay, this guy's expressions and all that.
Yeah.
But how do you tell through just a character in a game, like maybe the way he walks, or I don't know?
I think because like most of the imposters, I have never played Among Us, by the way. But I think what they do is like they have to like secretly sabotage something or kill other teammates.
Yeah.
So I think if like you see him doing something that is sabotaging the operation, then it's a bit sus.
Okay, yeah. So clearly by his actions.
Yeah,
Not an expression or a certain manner of walking in his character round and round or something.
Yeah.
The guy is walking around in
Probably
circles.
not.
So sus. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay, I've got I'll go for one more word. All right.
Sure. Yeah.
And then it's called thirst trap.
Thirst trap. Okay. My guess is that it's a kind of music created by drunk hip hop lovers. So they thirsty for drinks. So they play trap. So let's go listen to some thirst trap. Cause I wanna get drunk tonight. I'm gonna get drunk tonight. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah.
We're gonna get
some thirst trap tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna get up in this thirst trap, y'all.
Oh yeah, New World ain't gonna get me down, no not today. Ain't nobody got time for getting down. But we gonna get down the thirst trap tonight. Close? I bet I'm close.
I'm sorry, but it's totally not what you just described.
Yeah. Really? Not even with the accent? Not even close to that?
Not even with that accent.
Oh man.
So a thirst trap is a photo or video that's
Okay.
meant to be sexy and enticing. Okay, so when I think
Okay.
so there's another slang, another term called thirsty.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So when someone says you're thirsty, it
Yeah.
means that you're like sexually like aroused or like
Right, like horny. or something.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So a thirst trap is a photo that traps someone
It's
into
like a snare. It's something that ensnares you
into being thirsty.
into. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. That actually had a believable, feasible origin.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
because like to thirst for something is to want something really badly, right?
Yep.
And it's just a matter of what lah.
Yeah.
So if you're thirsting for sex, then you're horny, then you're thirsty lah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
In that thirst trap.
Yeah. Look at us, these two uncles trying to dissect and deep dive into the
very important because etymology is the root of all language. Without etymology, you die. So that's that.
Yeah.
Don't be a thirst trap.
All right. Yeah. So that's okay.
I would totally call if I had a track record, I would call it thirst trap. Yeah.
Yeah. You could. Yeah. I mean, go for it.
Sounds like it would be pretty good.
Yeah. And maybe we could Luan Luan listen to one of your tracks went out.
Yeah, as long as it isn't an actual thirst trap. Otherwise you become too thirsty.
Yeah. Better not.
Better not.
Yeah, better
Danger. Very danger.
Better protect ourselves.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So okay, I got one more word actually.
Okay, let's do it.
Since we have time. Yeet.
Yeet?
Have you heard of this one?
I've heard of it.
Y-E-E-T.
I've seen it used, but I'm not sure about the proper use of it.
Okay.
I feel like from what I've seen, it's some kind of an exclamation to mean surprise, or maybe not surprise, like eek, like whoa, or something like that.
Okay,
like
okay.
eat. You better eat your food. You better eat your food. Yeah, you better not put yeast into your bread or something.
Wait, so,
or you got a yeast infection.
Oh no!
That's the closest I can come to forming a sentence with yeast.
Okay, well, good try.
Yeast, I got a yeast infection. Like that's
Good try.
My
Man.
best try.
Good try. Well, yeet is an exclamation that's
at least it's an exclamation. I got that right. Yeah.
To express excitement. It's also a way to say yes. Like,
okay.
Like, hey man, do you have a yeast infection? Yeet!
I do.
Yeah. So sorry. So
I found out you today.
yeah. It's funny.
Yeah.
This website says it's used to issue a battle cry. Could you imagine?
Like Braveheart or something.
Yeah.
You will not take away our freedom. You know.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Or like David and Goliath.
Yeah. And he
And
says
whatever he says, and then like you know, or like Goliath says it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So funnily, the website says that yeet is also used to accompany a throw. So that's what David would have said. Yeet.
Then that probably came from the story of David and Goliath.
Probably. Maybe yeet is in some translations of the Bible. We might not know.
Yeah.
We better.
Maybe it's a Hebrew word for yes. Or yeast. Whichever you like.
Anyway.
You know, whatever your truth is your truth.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gen Z.
Yeah. I don't think that, by the way.
So yeah, that was us talking about TikTok and Gen Z. If you have any, if you have any funny TikTok videos or TikTok challenges that you would like Shawn and I to attempt,
yes, please
let us know.
Comment on any of our posts, whatever. Drop us a DM on IG.
Let us know. We would love to try to be cool and fit in with the Gen Z.
We'll try.
Gen Z, yeah.
Try.
But yeah, so we hope you enjoyed this topic.
Yeah.
But we'd like to move on to our next segment.
Yeah.
Our Luan Luan Listens. And basically we're gonna be reactionalizing. So I can never translate.
Wait, before
pronounce
that,
the word.
do you have a jingle for us?
Okay. You gonna?
Yeah. No, if you need me to have a jingle, I'll have one.
Okay, maybe I can. I'll just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it, man.
Okay. So we'd like to move on to our next segment.
Yes.
Luan Luan Listen.
Woo. Yeah, boy.
Oh yeah.
Take me to church, everybody.
Come on. All right.
I'll tell you something. I would go listen to some thirst trap. Hey, why do I sound like
Sound like a redneck now.
I I'm a redneck. I'm going to miss some third street, guys. Where you from? I'm from Tennessee. Maybe I'm from South Carolina. I don't know. You tell me if you American. You tell me what I sound like. Where I sound like I'm from. Alright? You tell me that.
I love it.
Alright.
But yeah,
Baby Jesus.
I realized that my last week's episode and not last week's actually no, never mind. Scrap that. Very soulful jingle.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the main point. We're gonna be reactionalizing a song called "If You'd Have Me" by Whirring, which is a Singaporean band, a duo actually.
Yes.
And we want to thank Clarissa for recommending this song on our IG.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you're listening now and you have songs that you would love for us to reactionalize, please let us know in the DMs. Alright, so this song is called If You Have Me by Whirring.
We could fall in the backseat. Your tall and lean eyes feel like home. Use your inside voice.
I like that they're singing in unison.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice texture.
Yeah. Hitting different octaves.
Yeah.
I'm saying too much. Can you read my mind? The less I say, the more.
I like the kick pattern.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Unpredictable.
Yeah. I love that gliding.
That bass, right?
Yeah, gliding bass. It's really It's something that I would use in my music actually.
Yeah.
Like gliding bass. Yeah.
Is there some kind of like a cowbellish sound?
Yeah. I love the kick pattern.
Yeah.
Barely listening, falling deeper into the seats. No, I can tell if I'm whispering. Want you to know that I'm obsessed. Did I say that out loud? Did I know?
Interesting twist.
Yeah.
Plot twist. It's not that muted synth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be spending all my time lost in you, but oh God, why the light is your hair just right? I'ma let my feelings show. I can't tell how you feel, but please, if you to me, then the light hits your hair just right. I'ma let my feelings show. I can't tell how you feel, but please, if you to me, I'ma get so close.
The sound sounds almost oriental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that particular
Yeah.
sample. But harmonically it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right? Harmonically it's very Western.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
That was If You'd Have Me by Whirring.
Yeah.
Whirring. Are you worrying about anything?
No, I'm quite at peace in my mind.
Yeah. Okay. Thank God for
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, great stuff.
Yeah.
Overall thoughts.
I think it captures a certain almost something that I would consider quite a trend in terms of the pop songs that I've been listening to.
Yeah.
The Gentle Bones and the like. I think it carries a certain similar vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it has a lot to do with obviously everything, the arrangement in general, but specifically the percussion instruments.
Yeah.
The way they are arranged. It feels if I'm comparing this era's pop to maybe whatever last era's was, let's say the Britney Spears era that we grew up in. the percussions are probably sparser, or maybe the arrangements are sparser.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
It's would you say like less busy, in a way?
Maybe less busy. In terms of, it's very easy to distinguish between
I get what you
each
mean now.
sound. Yeah, it's like, okay, obviously bass is there, obviously that synth is there doing its thing, and then
Yeah.
there's or whatever, and every snare hit, every type of snare, and every cowbell
Yeah.
they're just distinct. They're all in different places, and I think maybe it has to do with the mix. What do you think? Like, do you think it's just the way things are being mixed, and of course maybe with technology and definitely musical creative trends
Yeah.
that have evolved over time to now
Yeah.
have resulted in a more, for lack of a better word, sparse arrangement.
Yeah, I think
do you
it's both. I think mix is one. The other, I think what's more prevalent is the trend of that whole lo-fi beat
Right.
kind of vibe
Yeah.
that a lot of people are producing now.
Mm.
And so with lo-fi beats, it's a less is more kind of thing lah. So you really have select few textures and layers
Mm.
where you mix them in a way where it's homogeneous, but yet you can also hear and pick out
Right.
what's going on in the various
You know,
part of the mix,
in the
right?
entire spectrum.
Yeah, the entire spectrum.
Yeah.
So I think that's the way I would see it.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it has also to do with very, very clear, in terms of the frequency spectrum, it's a very clear allocation.
Yeah.
I feel like, the lows are not muddy as, if let's say 2 or 3 instruments are occupying the same frequency the same area in the frequency spectrum, it could sound muddy,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't, because it's so clearly defined.
Yeah.
The highs are clear,
Yeah.
like what instruments are allocated here, what instruments occupy here, what instruments occupy there, and this spectrum, and it's not like this entire spectrum is filled all the time.
Mm. Yeah.
It's at times, let's say, like here and here are being filled, and then the next bit here and here are being filled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not like sometimes, like in music, we think of, like a fuller sound, a wall of sound
Yeah.
is it's desirable.
Mhm.
Not always.
Yeah.
Maybe a wall of sound where what I'm talking about is a very well filled, simultaneously filled spectrum.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of pop these days, or at least these particular examples that we've been listening to, they don't occupy the spectrum the way a wall of sound would,
Yeah.
right?
And I think
Yeah.
doing that is a way of building dynamics.
Yeah.
Playing around with the frequency spectrum and even the way you pan your sounds from left to right is a way, not just band dynamics,
Yeah.
but even in a mix you can build that. You can have a distinction between a verse and a chorus. Just using that tool or
method.
the method.
Yeah, that approach. Yeah.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed the fact that there were, again, about distinction, quite distinct snare sounds. And a few snare sounds.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was 2 or 3, but there was one that was more like a toop, but with a bit of a
tone.
delay or
Right.
I can't do that lah. Then there was more snarey, like more for lack of a better word. And I just thought the way it was utilized was really cool. It was really cool. Like, I think it was more in the verses where that toop sound was being utilized.
Yeah.
And then as it built up towards the end, maybe the last chorus or so, a fuller snare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And just, do you happen to know that they are a duo? Like,
Yeah.
they're literally a 2-man show.
It's the guy and a girl.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you know if
so-
they produce everything on their own, or not so sure?
I think they produce on their own, but they also got let me see
credits, is it?
credits, right? Let me see who.
Oh, okay,
So for this track they self produce. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's written by both of them,
Yeah.
produced by them, performed by them. Okay,
So,
good job,
yeah.
guys. Yeah, I just thought the sound was really cool. Except I think the only maybe just one thing that is just more of a preference, where I feel like I'm hearing a lot of the same approach to pop, you know, in I'm hearing it multiple times.
Right.
So this approach isn't necessarily what I describe as original or very new or fresh. Yeah. So that's just my only gripe about it.
Right.
But overall, I think it's a great sounding song. It's really
Yeah.
well mixed. I think even the melodies are quite strong and catchy.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's
it's-
strong. I think it's a strong song.
Yeah,
And, I mean,
almost oriental actually. That,
Yeah.
that whole major pentatonic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's under 3 minutes, which is like. I mean, for me as a songwriter, I find it hard to keep my songs short.
Your song sort.
My songs short. My song short.
Yeah.
But this one, I feel like they achieved what they wanted to achieve in that 3 minutes. I think it was good, and
Yeah.
really
You know,
enjoyed this one.
I can't help but hear in my head an alternative arrangement where it's more like 80s, like ba ba boom 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 boom,
Right.
you know, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I don't know. Or maybe I'm so influenced by our other songs that we've heard before.
Headlights.
Yeah, maybe. But it does sound like that kind of arrangement could work
could work with
on
this
a
as
song
well.
like this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think for sure.
a more 80s synthy vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it
just
could
an
be a
alternative.
remix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, or maybe we should do an electronic alt rock version.
Yeah. Persona version.
yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. So
That's all we have for you for Luan Luan Listens today. Be sure to follow us on our socials at Luan Luan Lai .sg. Okay, I don't even know why the links have jingles. Everything's having a jingle today. And the next time we do a jingle, we should do it in the style of thirst trap.
yes,
Thirst trap should be our next
jingle.
or our next album should our next Persona album should take that
We should
approach.
explore
Thirst trap.
Thirst Trap.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But thank you so much for listening, guys. This is us saying goodbye, and be sure to just comment, send us a DM, connect with us in whatever way. We just really want to create community. And if you like our stuff, if you hate our stuff, let us know, because we want to know, and there's no such thing as bad publicity. Okay, see you
Alright,
guys.
bye. See you guys.